But I know you need to admonish him. Thomas, Your Honor? And you had docketed him for today because he missed the drug test.
So I'm going to send him for a test now.
When he gets here, understood, Judge.
I'm going to send him for a test and I'm going to tell him you miss again. I'm going to revoke your bond.
Understood?
And I guess we'll let you know. Hopefully it's not, hopefully it's not dirty. I don't know. And then I'll just keep you in the loop.
Okay, very good, Judge.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
for sure. Yeah, tell me.
Brown on docket today.
Okay. Is she custody or in bond?
She's on bond.
Okay, how's she doing?
She's planning to be here to try and do a walk through T-Raz.
Okay.
So she's gonna
How's she doing? Is she doing okay? Is she doing okay?
She's doing great. She got into college. She's enrolled, so she's
Really?
starting. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Wow, that's great. I want to talk to her to congratulate her. Yeah, so.
Yeah, so she gets a little question.
Okay, let me go. Let's talk to her real quick. Yeah, I thought.
Yeah, definitely resort. So they just find and also well, so much of the she's actually lives all house.
Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. Oh, really?
Yeah. I really was like, I'm asking you going. I was like, I really don't want to be involved, but I guess.
Okay, ready?
But yes, so she is in different. Maybe like just kind of looking at.
You were Christopher McCormick.
Yes, sir.
Mr. McCormick, you're charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir. Yes, Judge.
On February 4th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a Lowe's in Harris County, Texas regarding a theft. The officer made contact with the complainant who advised he stopped a male who intentionally passed all points of sale with merchandise. The defendant had placed items in a cart and proceeded to exit the store. The total was $714.88.
Got it. Mr. McCormick, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you now as a condition of your bond not to go to any Lowe's whatsoever for any reason. If I find that you go to Lowe's, you pick up a new case, I'm going to revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds. Do you understand? Do you mind filing those conditions, Mr. Alex? Tell me, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer?
No, sir, not at this time.
I'll have you fill out an application. I'll see whether you qualify. So Deputy Miranda's going to give you an application. I'm going to have you go to Ramona, fill it out, and then we'll have you take your seat in the jury box. Okay? Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. Mr. Butler, so it's been dismissed.
Yes, sir.
So I guess you're free to go. Have fun. And then we can give you an order removing any devices that he may have.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do
Go
that.
ahead, sign.
All right, jury's already been discharged.
They're there if you want to go speak to
Yeah, I
them.
just would like to.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
They're waiting on parking passes.
Yeah. Mackenzie, if you want to go as well.
Yeah, but I can't leave Alice in here by herself.
Ah, right.
Let me see if I can run across and get it done quickly before they go.
I mean,
I think you have.
Mackenzie, if you want, go, and then we'll wait to do anything until you come back. And I can just have Alex hang out. Yeah, go. Just let's wait, Ramona, so that she can go talk to Jerry real
Oh,
quick.
okay, no problem.
So,
Mr. Montalvo, just have a seat.
counsel, come on up. Hey, how are you?
Doing good, Judge. How are you?
Happy Wednesday.
Same.
You got it.
So Judge, I have Tina Perez on the docket. I think this case may be due for a trial setting at this point. So I just wanted to run that by you, Judge.
Let's see.
Thanks for the free judge.
Yeah, it's 200 days, 100%. I mean, we need to figure out what, you guys don't want to accept any offers, don't want to do PTI?
So Judge, in this particular case, there had been a dash cam issue and some videos that we were waiting on from the plaintiff witness. I don't know that it would get PTI approved just based on the blood alcohol level.
What is it?
It's like 0.3 something. Judge.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the initial feedback from the prosecutors the past two sessions. That's where I'm at with that, Judge.
Yeah, it's time. So just get a trial date for Ramona.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, whatever you want.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank you.
sure. Mr. Cunningham, hey, absolutely.
I'm here on Mr. Montalvo. I ended up putting it on the docket today. I know you,
Okay.
I know you want your PC and.
I have one problem. He's an intern, so we can't do anything until I get another prosecutor here. She's out talking to the jury now.
I can tell you the problem.
You said Montalvo, right? Oh, do you have the phone number?
Yes, the cost number is going to be 255
Okay,
0592.
So if you have a brief on the motion.
That's a meeting on
Okay.
And. If anything you need to sign.
did you want to waive PC? Okay.
Sure you're-
He's here. Do you want me to bring him up? Are you satisfied with bond conditions?
Well, no, I'm gonna put bond conditions on him. I just don't know.
Need a prosecutor.
Yeah, let me just, give me 2 minutes if you don't mind. No. You used to be one, right?
No, I've been special prosecutor whenever I've been prosecutor. I went straight in trial.
Yeah, me too.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. Just give me 2 minutes and then, sorry.
I'm glad I got you when you're without a jury. So.
You ended up dismissing it, so.
See
it's-
someone with a real suit come in.
I'll
Just checking.
also message Will and see if he can come too, because
Yeah, and then where's,
Also-
where's,
I mean, yeah, I'll message them. I don't know where either of them are.
one day, Alex, one day.
One day.
Are you a 2L or a
3-0.
3L?
One more semester.
Okay.
The group from the same hometown judge.
Odessa, yeah.
Where you from?
Odessa.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So you're just here because for the law school, right?
Law school. Mhm.
Are you gonna go back?
Probably not. Probably stay around here.
Might as well, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Amy, you're licensed, right?
No.
You're an intern too?
I have an intern.
Right.
Hold on.
Wait, am I an intern too? Yes. Come on up, Mr. Lee.
Yeah, I wish that counted.
Well, we were in trial and they just ended up dismissing it. And so the one prosecutor that we have, she's talking to the jury now. I don't know where our chief is and I don't know where our number 2 is. So that's where we're kind of,
Okay.
we're just kind of waiting now because we can't do anything until that. So
The cause was obvious, but I didn't know.
I'm sure that they're coming soon. I don't. Mr. Cunningham, you ready?
Yes.
Come on. Sorry, Josh, he was waiting. Mr. Montalvo, come up. Ramona, did you get the cost number on this?
I did.
Okay.
Did you get the phone?
Yes. Thank you. It's Casimiro?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir, you're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 6, 2025, the officer was dispatched to an intersection in North Houston of Roslyn Road and Little York Road regarding a major crash. The officer made contact with the defendant and observed watery eyes, slurred speech, and improper balance. The officer further observed a strong odor of marijuana. The defendant stated he was driving from his grandmother's house, turned north, and lost control of the vehicle. The defendant stated he had not been drinking, but had smoked marijuana and had marijuana in the vehicle. The officer observed a burnt marijuana cigarette on the crease of the defendant's right ear, and standard filter sobriety tests were performed. HGN 0 out of 6, walk and turn a one-leg stand were unable to be completed. The defendant was read the DIC and consented to blood.
All right. Mr. Montalvo, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. Have you any prior to WIs?
No prior DWIs and his eligible license.
All right. You have a lawyer. Because you have a lawyer, I will waive your appearance so you don't have to waste your time coming to court. But I am ordering you not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. I'm going to test you. If I find that you continue to use, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. Do you understand? Just stay in touch with the lawyer. He'll tell you when you have to come back. Don't pick up any new cases and just behave while you're out there. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm gonna have you sign a reset with Ramona. We'll have you get with Fleischer for your bond conditions, and after that, you guys are free to go.
Thank you, Judge.
Okay? Okay, Josh, you ready?
You can sign.
So is this true? You got into college? Wow, I am so proud of you. That's so great. What are you gonna be doing? That's awesome. Have you started yet, or when do you start?
Not when I start. I'm doing them online.
Okay, that's okay. Look, you got to start somewhere. Start small, and then you just build up, and then at some point it'll just get bigger, better, and then just keep at it. It's going to be hard. It's not easy, but if it was easy, everybody would be doing it, right? That's why the more difficult something is, in the long run, the better pay you get. Just keep up. If you ever have any issues, if you need help, just come back to us. We'll help you with whatever you need. Really, just stay with it, stick the course, and just keep it up. Okay? You're doing great. And remember, patience is key because you're gonna get upset. Just don't take it out on anyone. That's it. All right? Great job. Okay, thanks, Josh. All right, you ready?
Yeah, I'm approaching on Oriole Dixon.
Okay.
She's doing her GED class and that. The issue that we're running into, Judge, is she is having to basically learn all of high school. She's going to every class, she's
Okay.
doing all the homework.
Great.
But, you know, they're at the point where she can take the test, the modules, but she hasn't learned everything yet. She did drop out when she was in ninth grade, so she's having to learn everything.
I get it. So what do you want to do? What, do you have an offer in this case?
This is the offer, GED. Well, there's a GED PTI, but there's also another PTI, for class and maybe some community service.
Do you want to do that one and then just let her stick the course on her own?
I think that would be better.
Okay. Yeah.
The only offer I see is the PTI with the GED.
Oh, there's not another one added?
I only see the little anger management, anti-theft, and the GED, so.
Oh, well, then I guess before it was not even an anger management.
You want to talk to the chief? She's not here now, but perhaps.
Yeah, I just have trial right now.
Now or what?
No, we took yesterday and.
Oh,
we're
you're
starting
actually in trial
testimony
now.
Now,
Do you want to set it off a week?
I can come back, or I can, yeah, that'd be great, Judge. If we can wait.
Whatever you want. It's up to you.
Yeah, if we could do that, and try to figure it out, I'd appreciate that. Cool.
Go for it.
Thank you, Judge.
You got it.
Page 13. Got a Mosey?
Coming up, sir. Is it Badamosi? Mr. Badamosi, you're charged with failure to stop and give information, leaving the scene of an accident without exchanging information. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yeah, I apologize. Does the first name, last name start with a G?
Correct.
Okay, I just wanted.
E.D.
Okay, correct. So on October 16th, 2024, at approximately 2:05 p.m., the officer was flagged down at an intersection of Huffmeister Road and Hempstead Road in reference to an FSGI. Upon arrival, the officer spoke with the complainant, who stated he was parked at a Valero gas station and that he observed the defendant display irate behaviors. The witness observed irate behaviors towards the complainant, who expressed fear for her safety. A witness stated the complainant was attempting to exchange information, and the defendant did not attempt to exchange info and left the scene. The witness tried to follow the defendant approximately 3 miles from the scene when he saw an officer and flagged him down. The officer made contact with the defendant, and the defendant was reluctant to provide identifying information, but then identified himself by name and date of birth. The defendant admitted to being involved in an accident and that the complainant's vehicle had minor damage. The defendant made a false statement that the accident occurred at Huffmeister and Hempstead, and the defendant stated he asked the complainant if she was okay. The defendant was released at the scene, and the officers then met with the complainant at the gas station, who stated she was driving southbound on Huffmeister when she was struck by the defendant's vehicle. The complainant pulled into the gas station, and the defendant began striking her window and became irate. The complainant requested the defendant's insurance information, and the defendant refused and left the scene. The complainant stated the defendant did not ask if she was okay, and the estimated damage was $970.48.
Okay. Have you run his license?
I'll run it right now, Your Honor.
Please. Mr. Badamosi, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case. If you do not have a Texas driver license and liability insurance in your name, then you're not allowed to drive, and that is also a condition of your bond. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
It's eligible, Your Honor.
Hey. File those conditions, please. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer, Mr. Badamosi, or did you want to apply for an appointed lawyer?
If we could actually do this now, I don't.
Don't. Just, I have a bunch of, well, not a bunch of days. I have DAs here. Whatever you say, they're going to use it against you. It's best that you just don't say anything now. You need a lawyer in this case. Don't, it's, you could end up with a conviction. You're looking at up to 6 months of jail and or a $2,000 fine. You need a lawyer to represent you in this case. So you can either hire one or you can apply for a court-appointed lawyer one, but you have to qualify for an appointed lawyer. If you'd like, I can give you an application and we'll see whether you qualify or not.
Yes.
What would you like to do? Okay, I need to know everything about you. I need to know how much money you have coming in. I need to know whether you have a spouse that has money coming in, what kind of car you drive, what house, money in the bank account. I need to know everything about you, and then I'll see whether you qualify. Deputy Miranda is going to give you an application. I'll have you sign a receipt with the.
By going ahead and pay for an attorney, I don't have to do all this. I just go ahead and hire the attorney. So
Right, if you wanted to go hire a lawyer, what we would do is I'd have you sign a receipt with Ramona, would get you out of here, and then when you come back, just have a lawyer.
I'll take the, I'll get mine.
You're gonna go hire them. Okay, so just bear with me. So I need you to sign our bond conditions. I'll have you sign a receipt with Ramona. Let me just have you take your seat in the jury box. I'm gonna get your bond conditions. We'll have you sign it, and then after that, you'll be free to go. Okay?
Your Honor, just to confirm, it was no contact with the complainant.
Yeah, no weapons, no contact with the complaining witness. No driving without it.
The tech and insurance, yes, Judge.
Anthony Smith, come up.
Page 29, Judge.
Got it. Mr. Smith, you're charged with criminal trespass. You are facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
Yes, Judge. On February 5th, 2025, a University of Houston student found the defendant sleeping inside a campus building on the 4th floor and believed the defendant was not a resident. The student alerted the on-call desk attendant who called campus police. Campus police made contact with the defendant and after running him through TCIC, gyms, and locals, found an active issued campus-wide criminal trespass warning from May 16th, 2024. The officer had previously found the defendant inside a different building on the campus, and these buildings are only accessible to students and staff. The defendant is neither staff nor student. The defendant was then detained.
Right. Mr. Smith, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Now going back to University of Houston. Do you understand? Don't. If you need a lawyer, I can give you a lawyer today. You can tell the lawyer, but I don't want you going back unless you're an active enrolled student there. You're not to go back to any part of U of H. Do you understand? If I find that you violate these conditions, I'm going to put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. I'm also ordering you not to be in possession of weapons as well. Understand? I'm not asking for much. Just don't go back there. If you need a place to sleep, if you need a place to go, we can find that for you. Just don't go back there. All right.
I'm going to Texas, sir.
I'm gonna stop. Don't. I'll have you, if you want a lawyer, I'll give you a lawyer today. You can tell the story. You do your side to the lawyer. All right. I need you to fill an application for me, Mr. Smith. So Deputy Miranda is going to give me an application. I'm going to have you sign a reset with Ramona. I will have you take a seat in the jury box while we get your bond conditions. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions, though, and then I'll find you a lawyer here. All right? So no weapons, no going back to University of Houston.
Yes, Judge.
You're going to any University of Houston campus.
Yes, Judge.
Active enrolled.
Actively enrolled. Yes, Judge.
Judge, Mr. Smith is submitted. He has a class he needs to do.
I don't know what to tell you. You've got a criminal case. If you want a lawyer, you're gonna have to wait just like everybody else. Like, you need a lawyer to represent you in this case. This case, it's gonna affect you and it's gonna affect your schooling. You know what I mean?
Thomas Wise, Judge on page 33.
Can you go ahead and appoint him? So
Oh, okay.
that way we can get working on it. You are Thomas Earl White.
Yes, sir.
Mr. White, you're charged with driving, I guess, with a false driver's license. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you, sir.
I apologize. Who's this defendant?
White.
White.
Okay.
Okay. On February 4th, 2025, officers responded to a possible fraud at an AutoNation in Harris County, Texas. And the officers met with the sales manager who informed them that a black male had arrived at the business and attempted to purchase a vehicle with a fictitious driver's license. The manager provided a copy of the driver's license provided to him, and an NCIC TCIC search was done on the driver's license and returned a photograph of a Hispanic male. The sales manager said that was not the same person who had provided the driver's license the previous day. The defendant had provided a salesperson a copy of the fictitious driver's license the day before when trying to purchase the vehicle online, and a salesperson thought it was suspicious when the defendant arrived on the 4th, having provided the driver's license of a Hispanic male and the day before. The salesperson asked to see his ID, and he provided a paper copy of the same driver's license, although it looked like he had placed a photo over the original photo on the license he had sent the previous day. The defendant could not produce the original driver's license. The officer made contact with the defendant, who admitted the driver's license copy he had provided was not him, although he stated it was him in the photo on the paper copy of the driver's license. The defendant had his real driver's license in his pocket, as well as a doctored paper copy of someone else's driver's license. The defendant also had a copy of the original document he had sent the previous day.
Mr. White, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. I'm ordering you as a condition of your bond not to pick up any new cases, not to be in this kind of behavior again. I will do everything in my power to protect my community. If I find that anything dubious is going on, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail, and I'm going to make your bond sky high. Do you understand? Can you file no engaging in like behavior, please? No contact with any of the complaining witnesses in these cases as well.
Yes, Judge.
The weapons as well.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. White, do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? I'm going to have you fill out an application. I will take a look to see whether you qualify. Don't endanger my public by any means. Do you understand? All right. I'll get with Deputy Miranda. Do not leave until you sign our bond conditions. Good morning, Mr. Lee.
Name is Tagline, still Houston, and I'm in that bucket right now. My client seems to think that I never told him about this court date, so he's at work. So these are the plea papers that the state has produced for me. I will take them with me today and meet with him and get them signed. His name is Daniel Flores. And so he will be here with bells on.
Yes, let me see how old it is.
Say again?
It's not old,
No, it isn't, but we're doing a plea on it.
and it's waived regardless.
Okay, well, I mean, it can't really be waived, he's gonna have to be admonished by you. We're doing a deferred, we've already accepted it, now we're just
Okay.
turning in the papers and starting the process.
I'm happy to do whenever you want. So you pick the date. It's whatever you want.
Until tomorrow, then we're.
Yeah, if you want more than that, you can have more than that.
I appreciate it.
Really. You know what? You know what? On the last one, on the white case, must get a full-time job.
Yes, Judge.
I'm gonna admonish him here momentarily.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Flores.
He's not here.
Judge, we do have one more arraignment here, but he has an attorney.
Judge, I am present on that one.
Oh,
Hi,
sorry, I was
Casey,
just
are you ready?
waiting for y'all to get done
Come on.
with things.
I'm ready when you are. You have someone else that has a bond violation as well.
I'm signing on to his new case.
Oh, picked up a new case.
We did, Judge.
Mr. Palacio, you're now charged with the new case. You're charged with driving while intoxicated. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you, sir.
On February 5th, 2025, the officer was dispatched to a stranded vehicle at the 700 block of North Sam Houston Parkway. And the officer observed a car parked on the shoulder and a driver asleep at the wheel with the engine running and the car in park. The officer knocked on the window to wake up the driver, who woke up and refused to comply with the officer's command and drove the car 6 feet forward. The officer then requested the defendant exit the vehicle. The defendant put the vehicle in park, then drive multiple times before finally exiting the vehicle. The defendant was detained upon exiting the vehicle, and the officer relocated to a gas station where the defendant was observed to be dazed and confused and did not realize he had been asleep at the wheel. The defendant was also unable to communicate where he had been or where he was going. The defendant was asked to perform standard field sobriety test, HGN 6 out of 6, walk and turn 5 out of 8, one leg stand, 1 out of 4. The defendant was read the DIC and declined to provide a sample. A blood search warrant was signed and executed.
I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with the case. Can you look to see if he has any prior DWIs and does he have a valid Texas driver license?
He does have a valid driver's license, Judge, and we
Oh.
did file for the ALR hearing.
And then I see he has a dismissed DWI out of Fort Bend, but no other DWIs.
There's no probable cause in that case.
I'm now ordering you, well, the first thing I'm going to do is I ordered you on your first case not to consume alcohol or illegal drugs. You've now picked up a DWI. Guess what happens now? I'm revoking your bond.
Judge, I would like to address that. So he does realize that this is a problem at this point, and he has enrolled himself in IOP and does have a meeting this afternoon to do intake for IOP, and I do have that email.
I can't show him preferential treatment. It's on any case here. I ordered not to do something. He did it, picked up a new case. You're staying with me. And I'm going to tell you now, if I find that you consume alcohol again, I will put you in a rehab facility myself in the jail. And if you respond well to treatment, it's a minimum of 9 months. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I'm now placing a restriction that you're not to drive any vehicle that doesn't have a guardian interlock on it. You're not to consume alcohol, illegal drugs, and Casey, I'm now going to probably give him a curfew. In the BMV, was he out in the middle of the night? Alex?
This is Your Honor.
I think it was after a bar closed. He was just sleeping in the owner's vehicle.
There's one consistent problem, and there's one thing that centers around every single problem that you have. What is that one problem? Right. You and alcohol do not mix. And I don't know what we need to do to get you to realize that. I don't know. I hope that this is it. If it's not, it's gonna be rather lengthy. Maybe that's it. Is it prison? I don't know. But all of the issues center around one thing. And I hope that you now realize this and do what you need to do. Because if you can't, take care of it yourself, I will do it for you. And I promise you're not gonna like the way that I do it. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
Okay, it goes with you. And then when he comes out, or when he does bond out, he's gonna have to come back for bond conditions and then we'll carry it.
Bond conditions today on the non-revoked case, so they'll be active.
Okay,
And then do they want advice other than the commissioner law?
no, just, what time was,
The time that it took place is the only time the officer gave is when they got the blood samples, and that was at 7 a.m. So sometime prior to 7 a.m. But he doesn't say how long before the blood was actually drawn.
what do you think about a curfew?
Judge, if I may, he is active military, so he is still reporting to that. They're also looking to get him help. He has enrolled himself in IOP, so he does have a job in the military.
I won't put the curfew, but if he picks up a new case,
I understand. We had a big conversation and he's the one that took it upon himself to realize that this was a problem. And he told me that he was gonna use his VA benefits to look into the IOP at this point, so. He did send me that email that he is confirmed to begin enrollment in IOP.
okay, so, on the DWI, just pick whatever date you have.
Okay.
When he does bond out, he'll get a 7-day setting.
Mhm.
Whenever day that you get, just let Ramona know or Victoria, and then we'll give you that day. Just feel free to email them and then we can carry
Just
them.
put them both on the same
Yeah.
day.
Okay, all right.
I think we addressed his bond.
I was gonna set it at 5,001. That's what I normally do.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, Judge. I
Yes, ma'am.
appreciate that one.
Okay, thanks. Sorry, Ms. Finn. Hi, Mr. Butler, come on up. So 5,001. Just on the B&B. Yeah, okay, hi.
Judge, I just have a question for you.
Shoot.
I have a client with it, already been in, got her conditions, THA to hire attorney.
Okay,
I'm filing my attorney of record this morning. All I wanted to ask is if you would please let me roll it from Friday to Monday due to a
yeah,
conflict.
yes, absolutely. Just let Ramona know and you're good. Absolutely. And then, it's a new case or it's THA?
She's already come.
So just get a normal date, whatever you want. There's no need for you to come back Monday. Well, whatever you need, really. I mean, there's no need for you to come back Monday. If you want a longer reset, since you're signing on, whatever you want. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm doing this in fashion.
John D.
I'm approaching Mr. Cuellar, Cuellar. This is the one that we just got the BVR notice yesterday, which I reached out to him but have not heard anything.
They are. So I can SFBF for a couple days if you want to SFBF to like Monday.
Yeah, that's fine, Judge, because I'm not gonna be here. I'll only be here. If you want Monday, then, I guess you want him in here.
It's got a bond violation. You can always Zoom too.
Yeah, no worries. We'll put it on for Monday. I just wanted to let you know that.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
We try to get your contact agency.
Steve.
Yes, sir, Your Honor. I think the chief wanted to talk to you about my client, Mr. Gerard Jones, Your Honor.
Okay, hi. Everything okay? What happened?
Well, no, but,
If you're coming up here, I guess not, right?
I just filed a revoke and raise. He picked up a murder charge. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
This last week. This is the young guy that, he is.
How old is this kid? What happened?
17.
17? He picked up a murder case. What happened?
From my understanding, it was a weed deal gone wrong.
Oh, I read about this, right?
Oh,
I have the bond set now at 5,002. He has not made the bond yet.
no, sir.
Do you anticipate he's gonna make it? Do you want me to revoke it even more? She's
Judge, I
not
think
made
it
one of
would,
these cases now. The other
I
ones.
don't think, I don't know if he'll make it, but even if it's just a little bit more of the significance of actually revoking a license because he was on bond.
What do you say, Mr. D?
Judge, I understand the severity of the offense. I really believe, in all honesty, that, I think he should stay there. Right now, I don't want the judge to make a decision right now. I think it's in my best interest for my client. To sit there and understand the severity of his offense and that someday if I want to approach again to see if he would be willing to give him another bond. Yeah, but I think right now.
Another bond? No. Dudes, I mean, he's allegedly killed someone. Is he here now?
Yeah, he's in the question.
Okay, I'm gonna ring about him and admonish him.
Yes, sir, Your Honor.
Just bear with me a second and then I'll have them. What conditions they put upstairs?
And he's on home confinement up there as well.
No contact with the co-defendant, no drugs, no alcohol, no weapons.
Yeah,
Without
yeah.
the client being here.
Yeah, it's a
Yes.
THA. and
Yeah,
stay
house
right
arrest.
working for now. We don't,
Okay,
just whatever you
so,
want.
do you want the person here the next time?
No, it's a new case, right?
No, it's.
It's,
How old is it?
it's a weird, it's somebody who was,
2019.
it's,
Oh,
no, it was 2050 was the date of that. There was a probation, and then she moved to Corpus, and then she came back.
so it's an MRP.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't I thought it was like a new case. I didn't realize it's, no, I mean, yeah, it's, we have to resolve it,
Yeah.
right? So I'll give you a couple weeks, but she's got to come back and then I didn't realize, I thought it was a new case. Right,
That's
okay.
fine.
So a couple weeks, must be here at the next setting so we can resolve it.
I'll have it, Judge.
Okay. Deputy Miranda, do you mind bringing out Mr. Jared Jones, please?
So Judge, yes, it was, no drugs, no alcohol, GPS, home confinement.
No weapons, I would imagine.
Yes, Judge.
Yeah, I guess I will. He's not made bond on it,
Okay.
so I'm gonna leave it as is. It's at 10,000 now. But I'm gonna order the same conditions as well.
Judge, you said we're keeping on?
Yeah, mirror the felony condition bond.
Yes, Judge.
All except the co-defendant, was
All except the code.
co-defendant, right?
Judge, if you don't mind, can you deny my motion, please? Thank you.
The age of the decedent, 17 as well.
18.
Really? I'm so disappointed, Mr. Jones. I can't tell you how disappointed I am, you know? We've got but one life to live, just one. You don't get you don't get multiple chances, man. You're not a cat. I'm bringing you out here because we're talking about you and it's only fair that you hear what's going on. Because you've now picked up the murder case upstairs, the state has asked me your bonds are now set at, on both of your cases, on your assault and your criminal mischief, they're both set at 5,002. They did not give you a PR bond on those cases, and the state has asked me to revoke and raise those cases because you are a danger to our public. You've not made bond on those cases, so I'm gonna deny their request to revoke and raise your bond. But I'm gonna tell you now that I don't know if you're gonna get out because your bond is set at $250,000 upstairs, but if you do, I don't want you to go anywhere. I want you absolute home confinement, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Do you understand? And you will have a GPS monitor, no drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, anything else?
No, Judge, not from the scene.
And I guess just keep me in the loop what happens upstairs, you know, if they do anything with the bonds, just keep me in the loop so we can kind of stay close. The other thing is this, is that thing's gonna take a while to play out. And I mean, I'm not gonna hold it for 2 years for it to play out upstairs. So let's try to find some kind of resolution so we can, you know, they can worry about it upstairs and then we can just, okay?
Yes, sir.
I'll obviously give you a sufficient time. Is discovery complete? Because these cases are from November. They're old.
We're still waiting on body cam, dash.
I mean, that's not good. I mean, wait a second.
November. It's
Were they, I guess they may have been 2Bs though. Let me see if that's right. Because if there were 2Bs and
Actually, Judge, it looks like we have. It looks like we have all of the body cam. It wasn't complete. We have the 911 calls.
oh, so you've got, is discovery's complete?
It looks
Okay.
like it, yes, Judge.
Have you given offers on both of the cases?
I have not, Judge, but I'll take a look on his,
There was an offer, but it's been
There-
rejected.
there was-
Counted out that option, that offer.
we had offered a 13-month deferred. I revoked it, obviously, with the new law violation.
Sure.
So I'm probably just gonna check his credit and put a jail time offer.
Okay, so I'll give you some time, take a look, speak with Mr. Jones, what he wants to do. The cases are kind of old, so when we come back in the next time, you must accept the offer from the state. Otherwise, I'm going to set your cases for trial here. You understand? Okay, man.
But Judge, in all honesty, I can let him know right now, considering that he has a murder case, I would be reluctant to plead him guilty to an assault case. Because that could be used in punishment. He's in enough trouble. We may as well set the trial if there's not going to be a dismissal on this case.
I'll speak to the felony. I
Sure.
mean, the murder was just filed a couple of days ago, so I'll speak to the felony, see what the CW wants on the assault.
So let's set it a week
And
out.
look at it.
Talk to felony,
Yes,
see
Judge.
what they want. In a week, we can set it.
Yes,
Yeah?
sir.
Okay. All right. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dean.
Yes, sir.
Judge, do you think those really crap out? Did you just write the night on them? When you sign them?
No, I can just, it's however you want. Doesn't matter to me. Hi.
Judge, I have a expert motion, may I approach?
Is it for funds?
Yes.
I'll grant it. Don't worry about it. If you want money, I'm happy to give it to you.
Oh, it's the one thing you can.
Yes, I find you sensitive for it.
It doesn't say where I have, okay, yeah, I guess I'll sort of grant it because it doesn't have like, is that sufficient, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If you're in that amount, they say.
Yeah, he put in them out. So if you need more, just I'm happy to give it.
That's, yeah, contract.
He's off on that, right?
That's not what we thought, right?
Hey, come on up.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Your Honor, on page 13, I'm appearing on Mr. Javion Godfrey. He's on page 14. This is SFBF, Your Honor. Godfrey's not here.
Okay, so we'll set at 5,001 and just let me know.
Sir,
Did you want to stay on it or did you want to withdraw?
I would like to stay on it, Your Honor.
Okay, just keep us in the loop. At some point, well, I guess we'll get through them. Okay,
Thank you, Your
got
Honor.
it.
Be excused.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Carl, do you need me?
Yes,
Yes.
Judge, approaching on Jeremy Frazier's, he's on the jail docket.
Okay.
He has a felony pending that's on the docket for tomorrow for retaliation of the same incident. He has not received any bond conditions yet. The complaining witness, we verified that she's moved out of the location, his house, which is what was on the protective order. The protective order, I think they're modifying to delete the address restriction
Okay.
and whatever bond condition.
He's not made bond yet. Yeah, he's not made bond yet though, right?
No, his family's made bond. They posted the bond. They paid the bond. The bonding company hasn't posted the bond because the court date hadn't changed from today yet. He's gonna make bond this afternoon.
I got it.
They're
Okay.
gonna post the bond this
So,
afternoon.
guys, do you mind, he's here, right?
He is
Do you
here.
mind bringing up Mr. Frazier, please?
Jeremy
Did Godfrey have bond violations or was he just to appear today?
I don't believe there was a bond violation, Judge, but
Just to provide proof of GED, just up here. You can provide proof of GED.
Guys, oh, sorry. That's what
It's almost, I know that's what it's.
Good morning, Mr. Frazier.
Yes, sir.
So tell me who's the complaining witness in our assault case, if you don't mind,
the
please.
complaining witness is his girlfriend, Judge.
Okay, are we still no contact with this person?
No contact, no weapons.
Okay. So your lawyer's asking for me to modify conditions of your bond.
Yes, sir.
There's a protective order that has been issued in this case. So that protective order is still in place. The only thing I'm changing is I'm taking off the residential restriction so that you can go back to this house.
Thank you so much, Judge.
Everything else sticks. So
Roger that.
no weapons, no contact with this person. Do not pick up any new cases and just behave yourself.
Roger that.
You know what I mean? It's not hard, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do you mind printing me out a copy? Please? The MOAB on Mr. Frazier so we can modify. The only other thing I'm gonna ask you to do is, you know, it appears from what Carl has told me that your family is going to pony up the money for you to get out.
Yes, sir.
You gotta comply with the conditions of whatever bonding company that they're doing, because if you don't, they'll surrender the bond and a warrant is gonna issue. You also need to remain in contact with Carl, because if Carl tells me he can't get a hold of you because you're ducking and dodging and you pick up any case, I'm gonna revoke the bond. You understand?
I know you don't play, Judge. Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So, you know, right? Okay, so I think we're good. We'll have you put back. I'll give you a copy of the amended order for protection, and then after that, you're good to go. All right. Good luck, Mr. Frazier.
The bond conditions also, or just a protective order?
Well, yeah, we'll have to make sure that the bond conditions, so that, you
As
know.
long as they reflect it. All right, thank you, Judge.
Yeah, okay, thanks, Carl.
Judge, state is filing conditions, correct?
No, just you have the conditions, right? Or did you file the conditions?
I can file the conditions, Judge.
This is on Frazier, no contact and no weapons.
I don't have them yet, Judge.
And Judge, while I'm here, I have another case on the docket of Teddy Stringfellow.
Give me 1 second, Carl. Let me make sure that we have this right.
There was if you want state conditions, I can discharge some asterisks and some residential.
Right, no contact, no weapons, and then, he can go back to the Cedar Point house. Okay,
Guys, like,
okay, Stringfellow?
Stringfellow, just need a short recess, but DWI.
230 days
I
old?
was fixing to tell you, the DWI video was just released last part of January. I hadn't seen it. The state has not done an eval on it yet. They're asking for
1 week.
1 week.
She's got to be here at the next second. Okay.
You want to require?
Yeah, no more wait appearance. It's 230. I get it, but it's still 230 days.
No, thank you.
Judge, there is random drug testing that work by the magistrate, if you want to do that.
Yes, no alcohol, no weapons.
Judge, I'm sorry, I'm also seeing a GPS prior to release on here.
I'm not gonna do that. No,
Thank you. And no curfew?
no. Okay, Willie. Hey, man.
Judge, this was we're bringing back from last week. I'd approached about moving his monitor. You agree to remove it, but you want to bring him in to admonish him so that there's still no contact with the.
Come on up, Mr. Santana. So he's a truck driver, if I remember correctly, right?
You got it. That's the one that you.
The unlawful restraint is it an ex? Shh. Is it an ex-wife? Is that
No,
her?
they're going through a divorce. They've had no contact since the inception of this matter. Whether the divorce goes through remains to be seen, but as of right now, they're separated for sure.
Or you think that there's? So
I don't think.
I need you to understand, Ms. Santana, come on up. I need you to understand that, so Willie says that you guys are going through divorce. It may not happen. I hope that you're not having contact with this person because I've ordered you not to have contact with this person.
There's been no contact.
Don't. If I find that you're having contact and I don't care whatever mean it is, I'm gonna throw your butt in jail. Do you understand? It looks like to me like you're having contact with her. Mannerisms are a big tell, Mr. Santana. And your mannerisms tell me that you're having contact with this person. I hope and pray that you're not. Because if I find that you do, I'm gonna light you up. Do you understand? No means no, and I don't care what is going on in your life. I don't know, Willie, because I think he's having contact with her, you
Judge,
know?
there's been, I think in this case, had there been, because she's still, my understanding, the state has had contact with her.
Well, I don't care if the state has contact. I don't want him to have contact.
No, I understand that, but I, through the calls that did not appear, her agitation level with them is pretty high that it has been. I think they took forward, received no. Your Honor, if I may, when speaking with the complainant, she advised that she'd be comfortable with an intermediary. She does not want contact, but she'd be comfortable with an intermediary for the purpose of their children, but that's the extent that she's willing to.
Last time you talked to her.
So the last time was November and we were unable to get a hold. I can reach out now.
No.
And try right now.
Yeah.
Yes, Judge.
I mean, I want to know that he's not having contact with her before I take that thing off, you know? So let me make sure, and if so, I'll take it off.
Yeah, I'm pretty comfortable with it because he's out of town.
We'll see.
He can't do it.
There are many other ways that someone can reach. I should take a seat in the jury box. Hi, Ray.
Guess we need to address the bond issue for Mr. Gomez. As I suspected, immigration put a hold on him, so it's pointless.
Sorry, I can't, I have to do it, you know, I gotta be fair.
I understand.
So what do you want to do?
Still waiting on the station video, so I'm just gonna get a reset on it.
Okay,
Figure out what we need to do.
whatever you want. If you want a week, 2 weeks, whatever you want, I'm happy to do.
Yeah. Thank you, Judge.
Sorry, friend.
Mr. Drew,
Say it again?
plea on Mr. Drew.
Okay.
Mr. Sam.
Does he have any prior DWIs? You know if he has any prior DWIs? Okay.
No, Judge, I'm not gonna award him. I'll run his full NCIC if you'd like.
Please, you need to understand that DWIs are big business in Texas, you know? Watch the news. Every single day, someone dies from a DWI. That's why they have made the penalties so darn severe. A third DWI, you're looking at prison up to minimum 2 years in prison, a maximum of 10 years in prison. What you're doing is you're pleading guilty to this offense. The DWI is going to go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. And what you need to understand is that whenever you get pulled over now in the future, first thing an officer does is they're going to look at your record. If they see that you have a prior DWI, a prior PCS, and they come up to you and they smell alcohol, they smell any kind of funky smell, what do you think they're going to do?
Take me out of the car.
No, not just take you out of the car.
Take me to jail.
Probably so. You know, from now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
If I were you, even if you have had a sip of alcohol, I wouldn't get into a car. It's a humongous risk that you're taking. You understand? What you have worked out is 180 days in jail to be probated for 1 year. As part of the conditions for you to complete this probation successfully, you must do a DWI education class, 2 victim impact panels. You must also do what's called a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what conditions you may need. They assess other conditions like, supportive outpatient treatment, intensive outpatient treatment. You must also fulfill those as well. No drugs, no alcohol, guardian interlock. No breath test refusal. What that means is that if you're pulled over in a car, an officer asks you to submit a breath test, you must do it while you're on this probation. If you don't do it, you're in violation. If you violate this, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. I'm going to bring you back out. We're going to talk if you violated your probation. If you do, you're looking at 180 days in jail. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. It would also be a minimum of 30 days. We discussed that on this case if needed, so it would be a 30-day minimum.
So he's doing 30 days as a condition.
Sorry, we're pleading to,
Say it again? Oh, I see, right.
He is aware that it would be 30 days minimum.
Right, so if you are revoked, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. That's what they're trying to allude to. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
I don't see the enhancement on here, so let me see. Is it true or untrue that you had a Class A misdemeanor theft in 2018?
It's true.
It's true, the enhancement. All right, you were giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this, you are stuck with this until you complete it successfully or you get revoked. You understand?
Sir.
You still want to do this?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the office of driving while intoxicated? I will find you guilty. I'm going to send it to you to the agreement. Does this also take care of the case upstairs? They're going to dismiss the felony case upstairs. This is a great deal for you because anytime you can avoid a felony, you're winning. But you have to understand that there's only so many times, that they're going to do this where they're going to dump one in exchange for the other, especially a felony offense. It doesn't happen over and over.
Understand.
You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. Now, I want you to understand one more thing that, as I said earlier, DWI is big business. There is a $3,000 surcharge that we normally apply to cases like this. This is your first offense. I will waive your fee now. But if you pick up another DWI, it is a $6,000 surcharge. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you sit 1 day in jail. So you can imagine how much time you'd be doing if you pick up another DWI. You understand? We all make mistakes. But the idea is that you don't continue to endanger other lives by making these stupid mistakes. Get a clue. Good luck to you, Mr. Drew. All right, thanks, Josh.
Judge, may I ask you a question?
Sure.
So you do want the T-Rex to be completed?
Yes, of course.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll be addressing this on Mr. Griffin asked about the.
No, wait, wait.
So we've been, you guys, right, she would have reached out, but I am.
I've been here for 2 days.
Judge, may we reapproach? They were unable to get in touch with her. And Judge, so given that we're unable to get in touch with her, we're not opposed to removing the GPS. We just,
No,
we
because
just want to keep the no contact, Your Honor. That's the main thing is she wants no contact. We want to respect that. But otherwise, I mean, we don't have any indication she's not getting in contact with us about any further incidents and we can't get a hold of her now. So,
how many times have you reached out to her?
so we reached out to her.
One today.
The last time as well, last time he told me I reached out then, and then today I reached out again. I even tried reaching out to her emergency contacts on her driver's license and nobody's answering to get a hold of her.
Judge, I firmly believe that had there been an issue, she would have been in touch with the state. That would have been, he's a trucker, he's moved out, he's living in his truck. I brought him off the route.
But, I mean, all I'm doing is taking off the device,
That's
right?
it. We're
But,
maintaining-
so you're saying he's sleeping in his car? I mean, what,
Well, I mean, I brought him off route because I thought this was already agreed to, that we were gonna do this last week and brought him to admonish him to maintain no contact, which he's already been doing.
Mr. Santana, come up. Do you have an offer in this case, Willie? Can you put an offer in this case?
We'll look at it, Your Honor.
Okay. I will reluctantly take it off, but I want you to understand that you're not to have contact with this person. If I find that you do, I will issue a warrant for arrest. I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand? No means no. I don't care what's going on. I don't care who. If you want to have any kind of contact with her, you must use an intermediary, someone else to use to contact her.
And they have one. They have an intermediary.
Who is it?
It's the daughter.
Yes, Judge, it's the daughter.
All right, Mr. Santana, good luck. All right. Okay. All right, Willie.
Thank you, Judge.
You got it, man.
Just and this is just the order it's going to be. So whenever they're done in court, you can go over to the tab. And they should see this.
Anybody else?
On the-
Yeah, I know, I mean.
I just wanted to be here next week and then I'm hoping they have it.
Yeah, Yana, can I give you a cause number?
Yes, sir. Also, I appreciate your saying my name
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
She's a great chief.
255-1178. Yeah, we're doing well,
But
for sure.
keep you in mind.
I,
I'm Mr. Boris?
Burris,
Yes.
was a $16,000 check negotiated? Did he get that?
60,000.
16,000. Read it. It's a 2B, and I'm curious because they only filed a misdemeanor, and I'm curious to see if something else has come from it. Are they going to? What happened? Joe?
Well, Judge, we have a plea.
Okay.
Where the interpreter, it's on Jose Mendoza.
I got, okay. Oh, wait, Joe, we need his thumbprint and stuff, but you have one too, right?
Yes, Judge.
Let's do yours, and then Joe,
Yes, sir.
you can bring your guy to get everything ready, and we'll do you next.
Okay. He's coming up, Judge. Yeah, Mendoza.
Hi, Blessing. How are you?
Buenos días.
Buenos días.
Escucha el press. No one.
For Mr. Mendez Grimaldo,
Yes.
you were charged with driving while intoxicated. You were facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you have done. You are pleading guilty to this offense and it is going on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. This is important because if you ever get pulled over again, an officer will see this If they come to your car and they smell alcohol on you, it's probably not going to go well for you. What we're doing today, the proverbial slap on the wrist, from now on, you are facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. And if you're not in this country with permission, you do that kind of time, I can almost guarantee that you will get an immigration detainer. So play it smart. If I were you, I wouldn't even get into a car and drive if you've had a sip of alcohol, because it is a huge risk. Do you understand?
Yes.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. You give up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, this will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. You still want to do this?
Yes.
How do you plead to the offense of driving while intoxicated? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I will find you guilty. I'm going to sentence you to the agreement. I am now going to suspend your license for 90 days. Do not get into a car and drive, because if you do, you get pulled over, you will go to jail. Good luck to you, sir. Please see the clerk.
Thank you.
Joe.
Yes, we have, Mr. Mendoza.
Okay.
FSGI Judge, Chief, doing a time, sir.
Or Alfredo Mendoza. Mr. Mendoza, you're charged with failure to stop and give information. This is a Class B misdemeanor. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You guys have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. You need to understand that this charge will go on your record. It's going to be there for the rest of your life. The proverbial slap on the wrist that we were doing today. Look at me. The proverbial slap on the wrist. From now on, you are facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. So this, no more. And if you're not in this country with permission, and you do any more than 4 to 6 hours, you will probably get an immigration detainer. Do you understand?
Yes.
If you do not have a license and liability insurance, do not drive. You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you plead guilty to this offense, you can never change this. Is this what you want to do?
Yes. Yes, Your Honor.
How do you plead to the offense, guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to the agreement. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Joe. Hey. Yeah, of course. Good morning.
We're talking Mr. McCormick. McCormick, he's in boss.
Okay.
News application, I just don't.
Yeah, just, we'll leave him with you. He just let him know, no going to Lowe's, no picking up new cases. Otherwise, he'll stay
We
with
got
you.
that class dismissed, so we're gonna be doing that.
He's all with you.
All right.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll go over that.
Joe, is that what you want?
Yes, sir, please.
Yeah.
Any talent who is going to have a warrant today?
Okay, no, he's not here. Okay, let me see.
It's at the bottom.
Yeah.
We're waiting on discovery, but that's not really important right now. Warrant day is not at court.
Was he have a felony warrant?
I don't believe so, but I'm not sure.
He does.
Oh, well, that is.
He's on deferred for a possession case upstairs. It looks like they've issued a warrant. It's at no bond now. So, and he's not here, so 5,001. Okay,
Thank you, Judge.
you got it.
Maybe excuse.
Did you want to stay on it or did you want to withdraw? Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
Probably not. Oh, okay.
Hey, you got him step, bless you. Don't.
It's an article where it's required, right? But they wouldn't, even if they switched to our on.
Good morning, Judge. We are here on Charles Black.
Okay.
Judge, he is wanted, I forgot which one it was. He's wanted, Georgia. He's wanted out of Georgia, Judge. He's asking for a bond. He is stating that currently he is having cancer treatments at Memorial Hermann, and that he would like an opportunity to go handle these cases within the 2 weeks, as well as continue his cancer treatments.
What's he want for? And what, are you opposed or unopposed?
We're opposed based on the reasons. Do you want to bring him out?
Yeah, do you mind bringing him out? Sure. Who's next, Ramona?
Judge, did Michael Pham approach you on time?
Yes,
He left.
Who left?
Mr. Pham.
Is Mr. Ghani here?
Yes.
How's your trip here in Kansas?
Well, Ghani? Team.
Is he planning to like drive in? Is he planning to drive in?
I mean, if he's not here, I'm revoking it at 5,001.
Because his red flag?
Who's next?
Let's see, yeah.
Oh, Godfrey, did you get that one?
Yeah.
Okay. What about Jacobo?
No, Judge, there's a whole.
What do you mean there's a hold? What is it? Is he here?
Yeah.
Okay, so 5,002 on both cases then. Can you take Kelly Benavides off, please? I'm still showing her attached on Jacobo. Jacobo, page 15.
Mama lives there.
All right.
5,002, you said?
Black, Charles Black.
Please. Good morning, Mr. Black.
Morning.
So your lawyer is asking me to set you a bond. I don't know. You know, I've never met you before. I have to get to know you in a very, very short time. I need to know several things before we set you a bond. You know, you are an inherent flight risk because you're wanted out of another state for some charge I have no idea for. So we're going to get to know you to see whether we should set you a bond or not. I don't know at this point. So Amy, tell us about Mr. Black.
Your Honor, he's wanted out of Rockdale County, Georgia for possessing, displaying false ID with government logo or seal for criminal act, and also a theft by taking of a motor vehicle. State's opposed to a bond at this time. We also see that he has a bond forfeiture in Harris County, and then he also has an open warrant in Kansas for a failure to appear. Furthermore,
Did you know that?
No, she just told me when we were waiting on him to come out.
Furthermore, we have concerns about how he would even get back, considering his driver license was denied renewal in 2021 due to a failure to appear and driver.
Oh, but I mean, there are other ways, right? But the more concerning the fact is that he's got an open warrant in a different state as well. What is that for? And how long has that been open?
We're only seeing for failure to appear. I saw earlier it was from 2017. So he's been
And
out.
it was in 2017.
Correct.
I've never even been there.
I'm just telling you what they're saying. They're saying that you have also an open warrant from Kansas from 2017. I can't possibly give you a bond when you're wanted at 2 different states, one for 6 years ago, man. You know, have Kansas not put a hold on him?
Not that I know of at this time. I can reach out to our central records to find out.
That would be good. You know, I would like to know whether they're going to put a hold on him, you know? Has he waived yet? Do you know?
He has.
Okay, when did he waive?
That's correct.
Do you know what he's wanted out of Kansas for?
Not at this time. Dave was the one who told me.
So let's do this, because the cases that you're wanted out of Georgia, they're not the most egregious. You know, it's a suspended license and then a theft case. It's not the most egregious. My more concerning issue is that you're wanted out of a different state as well. So let's do this. What we can do, let's roll this to tomorrow. Can you, Amy, in the interim, if you can figure out, number one, is Kansas going to put a hold on him? Number two, what's he wanted for? If it's some kind of rinky-dink speeding, then I'm not worried about it. But if it's something serious, then I have issues, especially being that it's 6 years old. So let's do this. You know, it's a no at this point, pending what's going on in Kansas. So let's see what happens there, and then, you know, we can bring him back tomorrow and figure out, and I just need more information to be able to make an informed decision at this point, okay? Do you have any questions?
Pretty much, I know somebody has been using my identity for the past couple of years, because I was in Georgia, but.
And it's probably a good idea for you to do something about it and not just, you know.
I reported my identity stolen, and I put out a theft report for it.
I don't know what to tell you, but before I set you a bond in, you got to understand, I can't just take your word for it, right? Right. I have a lot of people that try to sell me the sun, moon, stars, tell me it's little bunnies jumping in the woods, what their cases are all about, when really. So let's figure out more information. We can bring you back tomorrow and see, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Shima.
And I also have waivers for Elijah Clark and Alana Gonzalez, who had originally sent her a bond, I believe it was like last week. Mother decided that they did not want to put it up.
Really?
So,
Oh, man, that sucks.
so we have her waiver. And
I'll just sign it. We'll begin. Thanks. Gonzalez on the docket today.
yes,
Set the bond at
$1,500.
and want to make it.
I think, so when they were going to the bonding companies, they kept saying that even if they did it, that she was still wanted, they were giving her a hard time. So I suggested that they go put the full amount up at 49 cents a cent. So she told me that they were gonna do that, and then she called me, whatever day I sent the email the day before yesterday, indicated that they weren't able to do that, or they didn't want to do that, or whatever the case may be. So she's really just been
I
sitting.
mean, it's a lot of money, you know, and
Because I explained it very clearly the first time I called Judge. It's unfortunate that she had to sit for a week. She could have been gone to Louisiana by now, I
Right.
believe. They assured me that they would before I signed the document that day.
okay, guys, thanks.
Yeah.
I got this other one.
Now bring up my client, Judge.
What are we doing?
So on his harassment case that's getting dismissed today,
Okay,
there was that subsequently filed, criminal initiative case, he's been set. I'm waiting for discovery on that one. We're asking, like, part of the conditions of the harassment case for the monitoring. You have stated previously that if he got a job, that he would consider taking the monitoring off. He hasn't come employed. Also, he's done a whole plethora of things to get the dismissal. He's took the anger management class, he took the 16-week, I'm sorry.
BIP?
Not the BIP, the other, forget the name of the class, the long 16-week class.
thinking for a change?
Thinking for a change, yes. And then he's also completed, like I said, the anger management class.
So Deanna, is he the complaining witness in the mischief? It's the same as the complaining witness in the harassment, right?
Well, technically, no, Judge. He went to go find a complaining witness, the girl, but destroyed the grandpa's car.
Allegedly.
Oh, okay, allegedly.
And destroyed is a big term, Judge. So I don't.
Mischieved the grandpa's car.
What is your position to them to taking
I
on?
just want to look at the surveillance because it looks like it was a June case that was filed in December. And it wasn't, the person that put in the PTI offer before didn't include this one, which I probably would have included just to get both of them dismissed.
So when was the offer made, prior to the new case or before the?
Yes, Judge, it was prior to the new.
That's
case.
why.
Yes, so. but it
Most
wasn't-
people remove a PTI offer when you pick up a new case,
Yes.
right? You don't get the benefit of the bargain when you continue to act like a knucklehead.
And we approached, and the problem was, and you were a little upset that day, was that that was preceding the harassment incident by 2 months,
Oh.
3 months.
So the
So-
open state,
I see, so that's weird. But nevertheless, if it's not filed, then they're not gonna know about it,
Right.
to include it into the PTI offer, I see, so now that's why.
so I
Okay.
just wanna make sure that something was taken care of, because the restitution I have from when we spoke, when Alex spoke to them was December 18 was $4,000.
Oh, that's high.
Which is why I wanna be able to reach back out to him and be like,
And
if there's maybe a.
before I wanna remove the device, I wanna know that there have been no issues as well, so.
And the last time we were here, I spoke to you, Judge, and also Attorney Harmer, that the issues are coming from, there are issues, but they're all coming from the CW. I've provided video evidence and text message proof that she has been constantly trying to contact him and harass him, even through all this stuff.
Still, or has it
That-
stopped?
I haven't, since December, that, it was still since December. I don't know what's happened between, January and today, but during December, from September to December, there were multiple, attempts to text him, multiple attempts at calling him from different numbers.
So let's do this. Would you mind reaching out to the complaining witnesses, both?
Yes, Judge.
Her
And the grandfather.
and the grandfather, see if there have been any issues. If there are, ask for proof. Don't just take their word for it. Say, yes, if she's like, yes, he's been contacting me, ad nauseum, this and this, okay, show me. Take a screenshot of whatever you're saying that has happened, because there's documentary evidence and everything today now, right? Whenever you get a call, you can pull the call log, so, and that, if they say, well, I don't have it, then we take it with a grain of salt.
Yes,
I'm willing to, I want to make sure that there've been no issues. If there have been no issues, then I'll take it off.
Okay.
So what we can do, if you want to, now it's 11:45, if you want to roll it to tomorrow, and I can waive his appearance, so he doesn't have to come back,
Yes, we can do that.
right? And then assuming they still have no issues, I'll waive the signature, so he doesn't have to come back and we can remove it.
Okay.
But I want to make sure that no issues have been occurring before I take it off. And then, if so, then we're good. And then, are you, in the same instance, get the restitution amount?
Yes, Judge.
Get proof, right? Because if they're saying it's $4,000 and you're talking just in this, wasn't it just a rear view mirror, if I'm not?
It was a mirror, yes.
Yeah.
4,000, what is he driving? A Lamborghini Urus?
Yes,
Really?
Judge. We'll reach back out and see if we can get that proof for restitution.
Correct. And I'm happy to do whatever day you want to do. If you want to do tomorrow, if you want to do 3 days, a week, whatever you want to do, and then we can waive his appearance, so you didn't have to.
That'd be
waste
great.
his time.
I'm down here tomorrow, so.
Okay, let's hope they're able to do both by tomorrow. I don't know.
Okay.
We'll see. You got, Mirela is 5,002.
Well, is he be reaching out? Just forward me whatever you said.
Email?
So it's gotta be stuff in there.
Oh, perfect. Yeah, it's not attached on anything. I can just double check. So there's nothing there. When did you send it to you?
First was, Mike.
Oh, well, he's long gone.
Yeah. It was, Morgan, the previous.
Oh, well, also long.
Also,
Okay.
she's in DVD now, yeah.
Well, they're different long guns.
Yeah.
Thank you, Judge.
Absolutely. Take care.
Judge Marks has been
On Jacobo, you got both at 5,002? Okay, let me just do bail orders on those real quick, and then because I didn't do it, I forgot.
They
reach out to the witness.
Oh, wait, Judge.
The wheel witness, Edward Burlow was allegedly being assaulted.
Right. Yeah, hi, Michael. How are you, man?
I'm here, Mr. Quail Gani, Your Honor, G-H-A-N-S. State still needs to rip the CW. We're set for plea.
Yeah, I mean, we're supposed to get this done today. It's 200 days old. Is he here?
He's here, Your Honor.
So Judge, there is two offers. There's a 30-day and the DWS can not defer, probation. Council's asking for a DWI first reduction. My chief said no. So the only thing missing is the wheel witness, and there's allegedly a person getting assaulted.
Yeah.
which is why the person called for the DWI. So it was an assault that ended up being a DWI, and they haven't contacted that person either. So I was told by my chief to make sure to do that first if we
So,
want.
but I'll set it for a week. It's 200 days old. But let's set it for a week. We'll have you come back in a week. We got to take care of it that day. All right? Okay.
I think they're all almost.
Yeah, we're close. We're close.
Just excuse me if you guys get it. Then I'll be fine.
William, nice of you to show up, huh? Get in at 11, out at 1. In at 10, out at 1.
I've barely fit you all in my schedule, so.
I get it. Thank you for blessing us.
See his little Isaac Newton.
My 10-year-old did like a play, he was.
Nice, great. Yeah, I wouldn't miss it either. Never miss it. All right, who's next? Let's get out of here. Okay, who's next?
What are we gonna do with Tom?
What's it now?
Thomas.
Come up, Mr. Thomas. He's to be tested in 45 to 50 days again. You will get tested again in 45 to 50 days. If you test positive again, you know what's gonna happen, right? Okay, I'll have you sign a reset and we'll get you out of here. No more, Mr. Thomas.
Yeah. The officer who they go this morning, but it's tomorrow morning, it's tomorrow morning, same time. Okay. Yeah, I was like.
I think that's it. You have, as you're going, do you have anyone else in back? Everyone's gone? Nice, okay. What is your name? Last name? Apellido? Sura. We'll have him, as you're going, we'll have him come up and sign a reset. We haven't talked to,
Judge, I will see you tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm
have fun.
taking my sister to lunch. She just landed from Miami, so.
Nice.
I'm gonna go get her.
Have fun.
Thank you.
Take the day off. Who's the other guy?
Another one's,
I will go page 3.
I don't know. Okay, I guess we'll wait to see if the lawyers show up. If not, we'll, yeah, it's Kavita.
I just sent an email to Michael Slatter to the office, so I don't know.
The other one is Reyes.
Yeah.
He's usually pretty good about showing up. Both of them are. I guess if you want to wait maybe like half an hour.
Judge, how did you come to do felony docket? Like, was Court 5 always did that, and when you did this?
You mean the fugitive docket?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were elected in 18, we basically divvied up who does what. You know, some people have sober court, some people have veterans court. We chose to do the fugitive docket as opposed to.
Okay, so you kind of like just, it could move to another court in
Sure.
the future. It's not like assigned to just.
Yeah,
Court
it
5
used to
court.
before I was elected, it used to be with Judge, what was his name? In Court 10, Ross. Ross handled it for like 20-something years. And then I took it. Ross went off the bench, retired, and then it went to Spute. Spute took it for a while. And then
That's too bad.
Spute lost the election in 18,
So Allen
or
County
16 or whatever it was, and then I
automatically
took it. Huh?
Allen County automatically comes with fugitive as well.
Correct, right. We also get all the out-of-county cases, fugitive cases, out of states, so anything outside, we get. So, and it doesn't add too much to the docket, you know.
Who has
It's-
a veterans court? Who has veterans court?
It was Judge Hughes, who now has left, and then I want to say Judge Baldwin. I think it may be Judge Baldwin, but I'm not too sure.
I was always curious, like, how that came to be, like, how it's
Yeah, usually it's someone who has veteran experience, who's been in one of the arms of the service, they usually, you know, are the ones who would take it.
No, bring your complaint. Okay.
Ramon, is there anything else?
No.
Okay, I think we're done. We'll wait just to see if those two lawyers come. Guys, we're done.
Thank you, Judge.
Yeah.